Hey guys.こんにちは、皆さん。元気？わ。私の顔は見えますか？おー、Hello。
Hello。
元気？
元気。
今ライブ始めましょうか。
始めましょう。
Okay, I'm gonna have to turn my camera around. Okay. Ayaka, how do you turn the camera around on your phone?
I guess if you tap more below the screen. Oh, Alex, you are muted. Okay.
Yes, okay,
Great.
now you can hear me, right? Yay! So welcome guys. 皆さんこんにちは。私の名前はアレックスです。今、オーストラリアの大学の学生です。今、私の大学は、University of Technology シドニーで、はい、ありがとうございます。シドニー工科大学です。じゃあ、どうぞよろしくお願いします、皆さん。
お願いします。
はい。今から、この、なんていうのは、今、俺、外に座っています。ここは、私の大学生で、ここは、This is like the、なんだろう、alumni green の、そういうこと。it's like the outside lawn of UTS. And also, I have my best friend here, Michael-san.
Hello, Michael.
She said hello.
Hello.
You want to head out, or are we gonna
Are we
gonna have a chat around here?
Are you guys sleeping?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's all good. We're just about to leave. No worries. ここはオーストラリアの大学生の感じだと。そういうこと。今、なんていうのは、We will head into the main building of UTS. We will head into UTS、私、私の大学の、ショートネームは、UTS 言っていて、そう、今、メインのビルディングにいます。This area here is like a main walkway to every single building that you can find in this university. Yeah. みんな、ライブ見ていたら、日本語と英語と喋ってできるから、喋ってお願いします。 はい。こちらは、このメインのビルディング。So this is the main building of UTS. Right over here.
Oh, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, there's a lot of lights over here. This is actually UTS is old. This is one of the oldest buildings of all of UTS. Not- Built in the 1950s. Oh, really? Is it that old? Huh. Yeah. So this is as many stairs and definitely many stores. So was it stories up? There's many levels up. Yeah. There's about 30 floors around UTS around here. Most of it is administration. 何があやか、見たい。大学は何が見たい？
図書館とか見れる？
あ、
Like
図書館
library, yeah.
はい。We will go to the 図書館。Oh, I was going to explain to them over around here, but that's okay. Yeah. Alright, we are going to head into one of the newer buildings. Yeah.
Alex, can you work a little bit slower?
Okay, yeah, sure. Hi. We will walk a bit more slower. Let's walk a bit slower in a sense, so everyone can. So this is right now. We are in building 1, which is right here. Building 2 is right here. So when we come into building 2, this is one of the newest buildings of our university. So around here, we have some classrooms. There's people inside, so we can't go inside. This is one of the main areas among UTS. One of those, yeah. Oh, we're gonna go upstairs.
Where's the main?
Yeah. So then, so we're gonna go upstairs. This is where the library will be up there, but we can also see from around the building as well. First of all, we'll take you to the library first.
で、図書館の入り口が見えます。左側です。
何が出口？
え？
何が出口？
入り口。
ああ。
図書館の入り口。
So this is the entrance to our library. Very fancy. No one can come in, only students can come in. And we need our ID cards. Yes. Very pretty. So then we come inside. I will be talking a bit more quietly in here, but this is what our library looks like. As you can see, we have a lot of people studying around.
It looks very comfortable inside. なんか、
Yeah, it's also very pretty as
心
well.
地よさそうなところ。
Yeah. Now, as we can see here, this is another part of the library. This is more of the classroom, whereas the floor we're on is the this discussion rooms and stuff. We can go upstairs to the outside as well. Here we have some elevators to get up here, and then oh yeah, no, we can go up from here as well. Oh no, No, that goes down. Unfortunately.
Does this library have 3 floors?
I think it has 4 floors. If you
4階
include the
もある
one, if you include the ones, 1, 2, 3,
Floors.
yeah, 4 floors. 4 floors, yes. 5. 9 floors. Oh, I haven't been to the 9th floor though. Oh, okay. You can go up to the 9th floor. There. So this is the 5th. Okay. 9階もあるよ。We have the 5th floor. So we will go up 1 step, but unfortunately, we have a quiet level. Okay, that was the quiet room over around here. But as you can see from coming over here, we have a outdoor turf, in a sense.
Terrace.
Terrace? Oh yeah, terrace. Yeah, terrace around here where we can see all of Sydney. And when we were down
Nice
there,
view.
it's a very nice view whenever we come up to rest as well. And this is where Sydney is. Over that side is where we see the city itself. We call this the CBD. Right now we're in Central Business District. Sense. 天気がいいですよ。いいです。
今日はすごく天気がいいね。
すごく天気がいいよ。そう。
Is it hot today?
今日はちょっと暑いよ。なんか25センチだよ。
おお。25度。
そう。今、ここからメインのビルディング。なんか、ビルディング1というだよね。なんか、高いやつ。なんか、建物ちょっと高いよ。なんか、この地図で。ちょっと高い。めっちゃ大きいと。
It doesn't look like university. 大学っぽくないね。
そう、なんかシティみたいよね。
It's like a business building.
Yeah.
Office building.
そうみたいよね。
ね。
Stay here.
You're going to stay in the library? Right. I'll go to the outside then. I can show you. わかります。This is also another floor as well. Yeah, it's looking good.
Yes, possible.
Oh, okay. So also in our library, we have some personal computers, pasapon, to loan as well, and also borrow books from this machine right here. So then you have borrow your accounts and then when to renew your borrowing session so you can keep on using it. And we have some of these classrooms as well that we can borrow if we wanted to make some stuff. And we can borrow some laptops over here as well. In a sense, so we just scan our card, check out, and then whenever our turn is, then we just take the laptops in. Right now, I will show you around the building as well. So this is building 2, and then we're going to show you just on the other side. We do have some vending machines right here. Yeah, boss is taking over. So if you want the daily dose of coffee, boss coffee, you have them right here. Or otherwise, if you need anything else, there's plenty of more stuff. Snacks as well.
Good.
But they're all expensive.
Yeah. There are many
でも高いよ。
and snacks. 種類が多いね。
There's a lot of food to eat. And right here, this is the main street of Sydney. Right here in front of you is George Street. That's the main street of Sydney. And this is part of one of the areas that you visit when you come around Sydney as well. This is called Central Park Mall, so where you can do your shopping, but also there is you can also live there as well, maybe. Like not this isn't student accommodation. This is more like if you know someone who is renting a house, and you could stay here. And also there's the cinema over there. And also down there, there's some shopping malls around here as well. So I'm going to take you guys on a mini tour on what building 2 would look like if people study.
あれ、
今日は
コメントに質問が来てます。Do students have a theory class right now?
Class right now?
Yeah, over pandemic.
Some students do a class, but some classes are online as well.
普通に今、授業はます。
今日はクラスがあるよ。でもオンラインクラスもあるよ。
ああ、そうなんだ。じゃあ、オンラインと普通の授業と両方あるんだね。
そうそう。Because like there's gonna be some students that are studying online, well they're from overseas as well. So then they have online classes to accommodate for students studying online. And I will show you one last thing before we leave out. So this is one of the most famous things, UTS. This is called the helix step. So of course a helix represents human DNA. So then this is basically the staircase that leads up all the way to up here.
ああ、確かに。
There's a better view downstairs, so I will have to go down and show you guys in a second. 何が欲しいみたい？
オーストラリアの大学は日本の大学とどういうところが違う
そういうところが何
Yeah. What kind of difference does exist between Australia?
I will have to say there's a lot of people to meet up with. There's a lot. I think clubs is the same, but especially when we're doing group assignment, I think we have more group assignments in our task for uni. But and I think our universities in Australia are a bit bigger in a sense. So that's probably a lot of. I think that's one of the main. Oops, I even forgot where to exit. I think also to a lot of Japanese say that Australia's university are bigger in size. So then, they get overwhelmed by a lot of things. There's a lot of things to do. But there's a lot of things to do in any Australian university, because once you walk outside of our university, you get to see, you get to explore the city in a sense.
日本の大学に比べてオーストラリアの大学は大きいところが多い。
そういうこと。あとは、I will show you what the helix looks like. このステアケース。そして終わったら、and then after that, I will show you guys the food court as well.
後で質問来て、
質問がある。
副題
もう一回。Can I hear that question again?
宿題は多いですか？
中学は多いですか？
宿題、assignment.
Assignment. Assignment.
Amount of assignment.
They're about the same, I would guess. But I don't think it will be different enough. I think it will be the same.
So I think, in my opinion, this university doesn't, that many amount of assignment compared to Australia university.
I think Australia has enough assignments in a sense, because in Australia we work while also doing university as well. So then they don't want to give us too many assignments. So that's why I think maybe in Japan there might be a lot more assignments than Australia. But we still have to do our homework in a sense.
But and I think, as you said before, Australian university, a lot of group works with tasks.
So a lot of group tasks is more like communication and making a report in a sense as a group. What we mean that's what we mean by group, not as a class group, but more like a group of students. Was it finishing off an assignment in a sense, or finishing off a task in a sense.
グループタスクがグループでする宿題とか授業とかが多いイメージですね。
そうだよね。I mean, in terms of like a group task, we don't have a lot of people, but like in a class, we have like maybe at least 200 to 300 for a lecture or stuff. But for group task, we don't have a lot of people in a sense. We don't have a lot of people to finish up a task. But yeah, now I'm going to show you the food court in our university. So we are still in building number 2.
Oh, Alex,
Actually, I'm gonna. Yes.
there's a question and like a comment below. So what kind of like
Can you repeat it again? My internet might be a bit bad.
okay? What kind of activity do you?
What kind of activities do we do in class, right?
No, not yet. It's out like club.
Clubs. Do you mean was clubs?
Yeah, like
Ah.
you.
So in terms of clubs, just as an example, we have different clubs of different hobbies in a sense. So then some people might like kendo. They have a kendo club. If there's Japanese club, there's a Japanese club. And if you want to learn maybe if you even for a hobby you have a car club in a sense. So then there's a lot of clubs for you guys to attend to. Okay. But it's good to try out everyone and see what is comfortable for you. Thanks.
日本の剣道、日本の
Yeah, it's close around that. Makes sense. But I can't give a good answer. Oh, I can't hear you, Ayaka.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
何か別クラブに
Sometimes you're cutting out. I can't hear you too often. But once I finish with, I'll show you about this food court right here. Just so you guys like to know this sushi world we have right here. If you guys want your Japanese food, you guys can come over here. Kappa rich Malaysian food as well. Some Australian, like probably like sour food. And then we have this like European but Mediterranean food where we have kebab, halal snack packs, and a Mexican sort of restaurant, but they're not open. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
and also if you guys want, yeah, and also if you guys want, this place right here, Showtime, that is where you get all your, なんか、タピオカ、なんか、ミルクティーだよ。
大学の中でミルクティー飲めるんだ。
So, we call it milk tea, boba milk tea or pearl milk tea.
おしゃれ。
コメントは何があるの？
大学に入試は、did you have any entrance exam before you entered?
No, we don't. We don't have an entrance exam. So
Really?
whenever no, we don't. We don't have an entrance exam whenever we come to university. So なんかちょっと説明して、なんか中学生の、なんか高校生の時は、最後の2年ぐらいで、なんか2年と3年生の時は、全部のレゾートは、so like so from your progression in year 12 or as in third yearなんか3年生の高校生は、you have all of your results in that 1 year plus a big test. and that will equal up your score if you could get into university, in a sense. So there's no entrance exam to get into university, but we do have to do a test to get into our university as well.
なんか、オーストラリアの大学は、最初の1年間のテストと、大きなテストで成績が決まって、それで大学が決まるみたい。
Yes, it's almost like that as well. But there is other ways to get into university as well. Some people, なんだろう, they take vocational courses or otherwise like tertiary courses outside of university before they come in. And then that's how they start university as well. So it's not just one test and that's it. You have many opportunities to study into university. One of them is being your high school test, but your other options is if you do other courses that come into university, then that's also acceptable as well.
いろんな方法があるみたい。必ずしも高校の成績だけで決まるわけではないみたいですね。
Yeah. So anything else you want to see in university? 何がコメントがある？
すごい綺麗で、今大学の中が映画館みたいだって言ってます。
映画館のみたいな。
いや、映画館みたいな、なんか、it's like a inside the university is like a theater.
Yeah, it's almost like that. It's very, and not to mention that's just one building. There's many buildings in UTS as well. Now we have like about なんかこの建物はUTS のビルディングは多分20ぐらいで We have around about 20 UTS buildings all around the city. So yeah, this is the gym, the university gym as well. So if you yes, so for this the gym, if any of you guys are staying in the UTS and you're paying for student accommodation, you have access to the gym for free. I think at an upcharge, but I think you have free access to the gym if you stay at student accommodation.
いや、あれだね。無料の、生徒が無料で使えるっていうことですね。コメント来てます。留学生
は多いですか？留学生はとても多いだよね。今日はなんか、授業がたくさん多分あるよ。So, だから多分、学生は多いんだね。留学生は多い？今、留学生はちょっと、もう多いだけど、なんか全部がオンラインだよね。なんか国で勉強する。でも今、オーストラリアにどういうことは、留学生もあるだよね。でも多分オーストラリア人と、otherwise the students that stayed in Australia for a year.
Do you have any friends like?
留学生の友達がいますか？あるだよね。でも、今日は多分クラスがない。クラスなんか行ってないよ。それなんか大学生も行ってない。I do have a lot of friends, but unfortunately, maybe they're not here today. So just over here, just to show you, I think there is a game going on here. I think this is soccer or football, yeah, soccer indoors. So yeah, this is one of our indoor stadiums. Here is was it another gym as well? But for if you're なんかスポーツの選手はのプログラムでこのジムを使うよ。
ああ、そうなんだ。
そこ、そこ。The other gym that we saw、そこのジムは普通のジム。でもこのジムはなんかスポーツの選手プログラムこのジムを使うよ。なんか、this is not for public use.
Can
And then
ordinary
on the other side, sorry?
can ordinary students also use that gym?
This gym, unless if you're in the like elite program, then you can use the gym. But normal students, you can't. You have to apply for, a student's, like you have to apply for the elite athlete program for you to use the gym. But otherwise, this gym is not available to us. On the other side, from this gym, on the other side over there, それがダンススタジオだよね。スタジオだよ。
ここはオーストラリアそこの UTS でスポーツ選手のプログラムを受けている人だけ。
Yes, there's not another gym, but on the other side over there, from this gym outside, that's the dance students studio.
にはダンススタジオで、そこは普通の学生さんと使えるのかな
？Sorry, can you repeat that? もう一回お願い。
Yeah, like you can able this studio for students.
We tried to get so she told me to apply.
ちょっと早かなんかビデオ聞こえないよ。
So does the dance studio is available for ordinary students who doesn't take that as
I don't know. Sorry. わからない。Then any other questions you wanna ask?
大学生 how old are the like old students in general? Can you hear me?
Sorry?
How old are the students of UST in general?
Oh, are you asking if the dance studio is for UTS students? Yeah, no, the dance studio is available for students as well. If you join a dance club, なんか聞こえないよ、あやか。ごめんなさい。
いいよ。
I'm gonna.
ちょっとアレックスが、今カメラ切れてるみたいですね。ちょっと今までのおさらいみたいなのをしてみます。さっきの映してくれた、さっきの UST のジムは、なんかいくつか、けど、いくつかのやつは、アスリート限定で、 他のところはもちろん変えるところだと思います。Okay.
Sorry, there was a bit of an internet issue.
No worries.
I'll sit down for now and I will ask. And if there's any other questions, 留学生は言いますか？
留学生の友達いますか？
留学生の友達は、結構は多いよ、私。でも、今日は、I don't really see them often, but it's depending on their class and schedule. But there is a lot of foreign students studying here in Australia.
Oh, really? In Japan. So now, because of this, so we don't really have much exchange students in university. You know, I mean, like online, there are a lot of students, but
Yeah, there's a lot of online, was it for なんかオンラインは留学生はとっても多いだけど、なんかここオーストラリア、if you for the past 2 years, I think this year has been less with foreign students, but there's more in, but people are starting to study in classes more in a sense. So there might be some online students. There might be some foreign students who have stayed here, but not as many as 2 or 3 years ago.
他にもあります。年齢高い。生徒は何歳くらい？
生徒は何歳？何歳？Normally they're around. Are you asking about the age?
Yeah, age, like how's the age like in general?
Generally, the age for most students in university is about I would say 18. So 17 or 18. That's the starting age to come into university to maybe around 25 or 26. And then some people do extra studies, so then you might have people like, 1 or 2 that are maybe 30 years old still studying.
30代の人も結構勉強しているみたいですね。普通は日本で17、18ぐらい大学に入るみたいですけど、やっぱりいろんな方が勉強しているみたい。
There is a lot of people with different age gaps, like, studying in university. Probably because, どういうことは、some have already, like, people who are older, they've already had a degree, but they're learning something new. So then they might be studying again whilst doing a job.
So I think it's one of the biggest difference between Japanese and Australian universities. In university, so we really see 30 years old students in the campus. So
for once, I think I did see, I have seen a teacher that came into a Japanese class once last year, because he was learning Japanese, but at the same time he was a university teacher as well.
じゃあ日本の人が日本の大学の先生がUTS で勉強しに来るっていうのもあるみたい。だからいろんな生徒さんね。
私はアレックスは何年生ですか？なんか授業は
How many classes in a week?
Yes. 私は今日 今年は4年生だよです。今からビジネスと日本語を勉強しています。なんか2つのディグリー、なんか2つの、なんか趣味が。That's like 趣味 is degree, right?
あ、degree?
Yeah, degree.
degree、なんて言うんだろう。なんか、デグリーは、なんて言ったらいいの習得する、なんだろう、単位じゃない。
なんか勉強するよ。なんか、it's just studying.
資格っていうか、デグリー、例えば、なんか、
or profession.
学士号とか、そういう、学士号とかですね。
どういうこと？ So I have two of them. And なんか、1週間ぐらいでは、なんか、授業は、なんか3つのクラスがあるよ。So、なんか今セメスターは、あんまりクラスが行ってないだけど、なんか、ちょっと仕事が、なんか、どういうことは、なんか大変だよ。So, I have cut my classes smaller, but also sometimes there's some classes that aren't available for me. So then I am only doing 2 subjects this semester.
今は、あれは、チップの仕事と大学の授業。今、大学は、2つの授業だけ、so do you work?
アルバイトでいますか？アルバイトがいます。なんかとても多いだよね。
What kind of work?
自分のなんか、So the first one is a マーケティングのインターンの仕事と、自分の趣味とスポーツとなんかバドミントンのコーチ、これが仕事と、最後はなんかバドミントンのなんかセンターだよね。なんかサービススタッフということ。それが私のなんかアルバイトです。とても多いだよね。すごくなんかなんていうのはすごく忙しいよ、そういうこと。
So, do you belong to any activities in UT?
なんか青年はlast year and 2 years ago 日本のクラブは私はなんかメンバーだよ。そしてなんかオーガナイザーだよ。So I'm also executive as well in the Japanese society. でも今年をもうやめた。
そしたら、ちょっと2年前ぐらい日本の社会の、クラブメンバーだったみたいです。あとは、大学卒業したら皆さん新卒で就職。なんて、the students the students get work or they graduate from UTS.
Sorry?
In general, the students get their job after they graduated from the UTS.
I do know, okay, for a fact, I do know that a lot of students who applied for work that came from UTS had a high chance on finding a job because UTS offers a lot of like practical work and also hands-on was it working in like whatever job you're applying for. But it depends on how, let's just say, how well you can talk to people, how well you can, you know, what's it, ask companies if there's a job in a sense. But generally, UTS students, all of them generally like do get a job eventually after when they graduate, university.
そう、大学は結構UTS は結構なんだろうな、プラクティスななんだろう実践的な技術を身につけるみたいで、その身につけることができるので、大学卒業した後はみんな結構就職しやすいみたいな、おそらく新卒も多い。
Yeah, so like that. But also but also like some of us already have a job, like me, or we're working to get a job. So we still are studying, but we still work part-time in a sense. So then when maybe, if, we finish our university, then we can still continue in our part-time job and make it full-time.
日本との結構大きな違いがあって、日本の大学よりもオーストラリアの大学の大学がに在学してをということが多い。
じゃあ他にも質問があるよ。なんかこのツアーもなんていうのは。
Same time as start in April. Factory.
Yeah.
この大学はなんかその4月に入社式っていうか4月に就職を始めるところが多くて、それに向かってみんな4年生ぐらいからすごく就職活動を頑張ったりとかするみたいなんですけども、オーストラリアでは結構もう大学に在学している間から働き始めたりとかっていうことが多いみたいですね。
最後、じゃあもう最後この質問をもう私のなんか電話のなんか電気がもうないんだけど、それが最後のクエスチョンでお願いします。
はい、
皆さん。はい。学生はインターンシップをやる人が多いですが、結構は多いだよね。なんかみんなと仕事、なんか、なんか、なんていうの because we all like to do something a bit different in our lives instead of just studying. So, especially in my university, we tend to, my university tends to promote a lot more internships for students. Like they will promote the students in terms of like, oh, go look for an internship for your job. It would be nice to do that. Even there is a course, なんかインターンシップコースができるよ。そのコースはそのコースはこのデグリーをなんかクレジットできるよ。So like, in a sense that like, if you do this internship, there's this course that, you say you've done this internship, you've done this for a month or 3 months, and so that you can add this onto, your university degree, and then you can, and you can, pass your degree or finish your degree earlier by doing a intern while getting job experience as well. So there's a lot of people that do internships or have a job, while
The students
working.
can get credit by doing internship.
Yeah, internships. Yes, definitely.
インターンシップを通して単位をもらうことができて、その修士号学士号をもらうっていうプログラムとかコースもあるみたいで、インターンシップする人自体はかなり多いみたいです。
それじゃあなんかこのライブビデオと終わっています。じゃあ彩香お疲れ様でした。
お疲れ様。
じゃあみんなの このライブで、I hope you guys have fun。ちょっと楽しみで、この大学はちょっと多いだけど、でも、オーストラリアとシドニー行っていてたら、ぜひ、楽しみで。じゃあこのライブで終わります。またバイバイだよ。
バイバイ。